What's up, Fig fan? Welcome back to the Fig Heel YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be unboxing the new Big Bad Toy Store exclusive Legion of Doom Big Rubber Guys. Stay tuned. All right, Fig fan, we got a major mail day today from Big Bad Toy Store for their 25th anniversary celebration. They dropped these Legion of Doom in the black and the red. You know, the ones that we were all clamoring for, the ones that represent the Hasbros, the original Tonka wrestling buddies, that WWF Legion of Doom. We finally got them. The original Big Rubber Guys are right here, but to me, there's no comparison, right? They're different molds, different spikes, different poses. Everything is different, but you got to put them side by side just to see how they're measuring up. But I'm excited. We were all clamoring for the red and the black, and now we finally have it. So I'm going to move the black variants off to the side for now. We will bring them back into the fold in a second. But right now we're talking about these new boys, right? The classic Big Rubber Guys packaging with the purple, the yellow, the logo at the top, the placard in the front, which I love. I always say this. I actually take the placards and I keep them. And I haven't made it yet, but I have a pile of them. I want to make like a nice little keepsake book because I really do love that TTD wrestling artwork right there. But on the back, it has the typical fashion of all the previously released Big Rubber Guys, as well as the upcoming releases. Some of the ones that have not been released yet, we have that Macho King Randy Savage, hopefully coming soon, Danhausen, Bad News Allen, Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson, and Earl Hebner there on the back. Everything else has been released, and we have it here in the collection. I am a completist on these, so I am a huge fan of the fact that I have a Big Rubber Guys mail day. So we're going to start off with Animal here. The resealable packaging as usual. Slide out that backing card. Slide out the figure. Man. Intoxicating, that smell. You love to see it. He's crouched down for that iconic pose, right? He's looking off to the side so you can turn him a little bit. I cannot wait to pose him with Hawk. But I want to take off these shoulder pads really quick so we can really compare them. I will say they feel much more flexible. They're not as sharp as the originals. They still are sharp, sharper than really any other Legion of Doom shoulder pads, I would say. But I like it. I like how these look. I like that on the inside you can see they're literally made to form fit Animal and Hawk. Like, these are completely different shoulder pads. They're not recycled like with Jax and stuff like that. They're completely different and molded for the specific figure. He's absolutely jacked. He's got those open hands, which to me, I always love open hands with figures. It just reminds me of someone who's ready to just grab on you, pounce, and just rip you to shreds. The buckles on the boots are there. The classic LOD tights with the Legion of Doom across the waistband, as well as that design on the side. And we can't forget the iconic face paint with the spider on the forehead, the webbing, that signature goatee, and how could we forget this, right? The mohawk, inverted mullet, rat tail. I don't even know what you call this, but it is iconic for the man himself. I always enjoy LOD figures, and there's so many little differences in how people make them, whether it be like the goatee being different, the hair slightly different, because fact of the matter is these guys did change their look slightly in different ways, so it's nice to have different iconic looks of them. There he is without the shoulder pads. I'm going to put it on, and I will say this. I think they nailed the color red, right? Like most colors, or all colors, I should say, there are different shades, and I feel like this is the exact LOD shade. It's like very reminiscent of my childhood. Check out that thing with the spikes. Iconic looking figure. Now, he's crouched down, so he's going to be slightly smaller than his original counterpart, which I'm going to try and put up right behind him. But again, he's crouched down. I think he's got the same mass. He's jacked out of his mind. The quads are thickening up as he does that quarter squat. I mean, how could you not love a little Joe Laurinaitis, right? So we're going to take him, we're going to put him over to the side here, and we're going to open up Hawk. What a rush, baby. Taking out that backing card. There, his placard right there, sticking out the tongue as he should. Now, I have seen a couple people say that they wish this Hawk was doing that iconic like fist, like he's just ripping out, like I don't even know what, like really flexing. But you can't do that. You can't do that because the original Hawk does that. And we want to have different molds, right? We want different figures. So I am going to take off his shoulder pads. As I said, different than animals. And honestly, I think I prefer Hawk's pads here. I mean, these things are sharp. I would say these might even be sharper than animals. Like, I poke it in my hand, it leaves a mark. Not complaining. I love that. You're not going to get that with Mattel toys and stuff like that. This is something that you can get with the big rubber guys. Now, he's got that tongue out, the black and white makeup, the inverted mohawk. He's clawing up, ready to just be behind Animal for that signature pose, as I said. Legion of Doom on the waistband, the red design down the side of the tights, and of course the red buckle boots to match Animal. Let's see if he passes the stand test. Oh no! Let's see. Is this my first big rubber guy that doesn't pass the stand test? Let's see. He passes. He passed. I think we just had to maneuver his legs again. I don't know. Is he going to fall again? Getting me a little worried. But if he does, I do have the big rubber guy stands, but I'm hoping that we can get this guy finagled into a position where he just stays there. But let's check out the traps on the back of this dude. He is jacked up, six-pack abs, the top shelf on the chest, the biceps, triceps popping. These figures are jacked, and that is how we remember Legion of Doom, right? With all of their jacked up muscles, these guys were just foaming at the mouth to rip somebody to shreds. Now, what I'm going to do with that, man, you're going to have to finagle this one. I wonder if everybody's is like that. I've said it on every video. I've never had a big rubber guy fail the stand test. Looks like we have on this one, but it's really not that bad. As you can see, it is still pretty much the exact same scale as the original Hawk, which is perfect, especially because we want him to be kind of hovering over Animal for that iconic pose, which is exactly how I think everybody wants to pose this. So we're going to take these. We're going to put them side by side with the OGs. Caught them. We're going to put Animal there. Got to get it, finagle. Come on, baby. Don't do this to me. Man, I'm really struggling with this one. That kind of sucks. I love the big rubber guys, and I took pride in the fact that I never had one not stand, and now I guess we've met our match. There it is. Check out the pose. I think it's pretty awesome. We're going to have to lean them up against these ropes until we figure something out, but I think it looks epic. I am down for these. The red pops. Nothing against the original big rubber guys here, but how could you not love the red and the black? I mean, these figures are incredible. A little bit of shine on the tip of Animal's hair there. And I did notice that the eyes on my Hawk are just slightly off on the right side. But honestly, not enough for me to go through the trouble of contacting Big Bad Toy Store for a replacement, because we all know what kind of a hassle that is, sending things back and stuff like that. So if it was worse, I probably would. This, you really got to look at it to see it. I'm just going to kind of let it go. But overall, I love these. I loved the original LOD. We all knew they were going to get repaints, but not in this mold. And here they are not long after. So I am very, very happy with these and very pleased. I believe these are still available on Big Bad Toy Store if you want to get a pair yourself. But I'm down for it. I would say these are absolute fronters in the big rubber guy collection. And there's a lot to unpack here. Check that out. I mean, these things look awesome. Side by side, it does make Animal look super short. However, when you really look at the length of the quads and, you know, everything like that, it really is appropriate scale for somebody who is crouching. So I'm down for it. Hope you guys like this video. I'm curious to see what you think of these. Do you prefer the original black gear, or do you prefer the iconic red? And why is it red, right? Why is that the one you choose? But anyways, make sure you smash that subscribe button, like, comment, follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Fake Heel. Make sure you come back for our next videos. Had a great time doing this with you guys. Make sure that if you want to collect big rubber guys, you go over to collectmajor.com. If you want these, bigbadtoystore.com. And we'll see you on the next one, guys. Take it easy. Peace. What a rush. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE Mattel, AEW Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need Fig Heel's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 5,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With shots by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Premium, full-color, and value black and white editions available now on Amazon.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Fig Heel. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FakeHeel. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at WhatHeal.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.